Estate agents represent 87% of the market, and yet most of us neglect them. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to build relationships, do deals, and make some money. So the estate agent's role is fairly obvious, right? It's representation of the vendor, the person selling the property. And it's important to remember that when you are building a relationship, that ultimately, yes, they want to make money, but their responsibility is to the vendor. However, most people think that means you can't get a great deal because they must be looking for the highest price. That's actually just not the case. It's getting the best price under their situation. For example, if a vendor came to me and said, listen, I need to sell this property and I must complete in a month. Well, if I've got a cash offer of a known investor that can complete quickly at 180,000, or I've got a mortgage offer of 200,000, I would be best representing the vendor to put forward a £180,000 offer. Hopefully that makes sense, but a lot of people think you can't get great deals without going direct to vendor. Easier, but you can do it with building relationships. The second thing to consider is the role that they play. So if you think about when you're looking for your own deals, you're having to build relationships, spend a lot of money on ads, put ads out on into magazines, building relationships, whatever it is. Or what you can do is build relationships with these agencies. So you can go in there, they've spent the marketing, they're building relationships with vendors, they've had valuers going out, they close the deals, they've put the copy together, they've listed it on Rightmove, ready to take action. So it's worth saying at this point, it's really important to build a positive and commercial relationship. In my experience as both a deal sourcer, packager, broker, and an investor myself, there's a lot of people that have got really negative connotations of estate agents. And don't get me wrong, a lot of estate agents are shit. They don't know what they're talking about. However, there's also some really good ones where you can build great relationships with them. They know what they do and they care about their clients. They want to do deals. And so why wouldn't you build a professional relationship with that person that's two-way and you can both benefit from it? For me, a big part of this is rapport building. And I don't mean rapport building, oh, nice weather today, isn't it? Oh, what did you do on the weekend? Yeah, that's a bit of small talk. But I mean a bit of professional rapport building. So the way I really like that is being quite direct with people. So I'll give a great example. There's an estate agent that we work with in Wakefield. Now, you talk to most people and you say, oh, estate agents, they won't take the property offline. They won't do this. They won't that. That's just bullshit. They absolutely will if they know, like, and trust you. So a lot of that is being honest up front. The property world is just full of bullshitters sometimes. And actually, a bit of honesty up front, it really opens doors. So this estate agent in Wakefield, bad experience with brokers or deal packagers that are fresh on the line, if you like, of property investment. And so actually having that candid approach, just saying, hey, just want to be upfront, here's how we work. So we've got investors ourselves, we can show proof of that, we buy properties ourselves. But typically, this is the model we work in. So we're going to find a property, we'll tell you what price that we need it at. We're going to sell it to one of our investors at a premium, so it could be a higher price or it's for a fee or something like that. Whatever it is, we've got agreed with the investor. And what we're going to need when we put in our offers, we're going to show proof of funds, proof of ID, everything you need to take it offline and then get it through. But we cannot have it listed at that point because we need to be off market on the deals. And this is a great experience where we were upfront with them. They said they'd never worked with anyone in this way. We said, look, just test us on one property and we'll see how we get on. Now, interestingly, that first property didn't end up going through because the vendor had it illegally let out. However, we since done 2 deals with them, completed and made tens of thousands of pounds. So it works. You just need to treat people with the trust and it's the credibility of mutual respect moving forward. So first of all, how are we going to find these agents? Well, the first thing I like to look at is where my properties currently are. Now, if you're at the beginning of your journey, maybe you're not looking here, but you should have, I like using Google My Maps and you can plot all of these things as you're going, as you can see here. So this is where a majority of my properties that I own, control or manage are. As you can see, most of it is across West and South Yorkshire. And so if we zoomed in onto this area here of Doncaster, and then you can actually do your own search by using Google Maps. So all I've done is gone on Maps and searched Doncaster estate agents. As you can see here, a majority of the agents are clumped together, which is really good for building relationships. Now, Why would I say that? Well, initially, I like to do a lot of things face to face. I think it's a great way to build a relationship, but I also want a scalable business. So I'm not going to be able to meet everyone face to face regularly, but by having everything clumped together, like say this circle from Create Living, Northwood, Doncaster, Mott's Properties, Regional Properties, and I can actually plot all of these. So the way that I actually find these in the first place is I'll go on his Rightmove, go on to find agent and then search them. So estate agents and letting agents in Doncaster, there's around 75, 57 of which are estate agents only, which means they sell properties, they don't so much do the lettings. So then all I'm going to do is go on there, plot them on the map, and then honestly, I want to go and meet these individuals. So a quick tip I always give is to allocate a day or two where you're going to go out there and have your initial meeting with these people. And then if you look at your area, such as, let's say I zoom in here, I'll just search Costa Coffee on the map, and I guarantee there will be multiple Costa Coffees around the area. There you go. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within walking distance. And I think it's a really good idea to buy somebody a coffee. It makes sure that you're standing out, number one. And also, I think it's a really, maybe a soft way to ensure that you actually get to sit down and talk to them. I think it takes a certain individual to accept a coffee from somebody and go, yeah, thanks, see you later. So at least you can guarantee you're going to sit down for 15, 20 minutes and have a meaningful conversation and really start to up that conversation to start building that rapport. So now that you've found where the agents are, it's time to get on the phone. The first thing I'm really looking to do is actually book appointments with the right person. So you have to bear in mind there's a proactive approach and a reactive approach to business. You're not going to be able to build world-class relationships with everyone, right? So we need to narrow this down. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got the list of agents already. I'm going to call through them and just try and understand what they're looking for in an investor, who's the best person to talk to, and can I arrange a 20-minute coffee just to sort of build that relationship. So it'll be something like this. So, hi, it's Jamie York here. I'm looking to invest in the area. I don't believe we've spoken before. Who is it in the branch that is responsible for negotiating on properties in Doncaster? Oh, it's Sally. Great, is Sally available? Yep. And so you're starting to speak to the right person. The really important reason to do that is often you'll get through to an administrator, you end up asking all the questions and building that bit of a rapport on the phone and then go, actually, it's not me that deals with that. Oh, it's Sally. Great, I was just wondering, how many properties do you guys get through on a, say, monthly basis? And you want to do these qualifying questions. The reason why I do that, by the way, is there's no point putting loads of time and effort into a proactive relationship if they only get one deal a month, if they're at the beginning of their journey. Also, on the other side, let's say they're more of a corporate and they get 30, 40 deals a month, but they're very much got their headquarters in London and things like that. I'm not saying I wouldn't go in and see them, but there's less chance of actually building a relationship, being able to do unique things. So for me, I'm trying to isolate it down to, can I talk to the person that's negotiating the deals or very close to the person negotiating the deals? And have they existed for maybe 2 to 5 years? That would be my perfect sort of niche that I want to build that relationship. So I talked to Sally, say, hey, Sally, I'd love to come in and have a chat. I'm actually over in Doncaster next Thursday. I've got around 10 a.m. available or maybe 3 p.m. Which one of those works best for you, would you say? Brilliant. Hey, Sally, by the way, I'm actually going to be popping into Costa. What's your favourite drink there? Naturally, the coach goes, oh, don't worry about that. No, seriously, I'm going to go in and grab myself one. What is it you like? Make sure to write it down, remember it. And I genuinely, the more unique the drink is, the better. So for example, if it's a black coffee, it's like, all right, great, don't waste my fucking money, Sally, right? But if it's like a caramel frappadappuccino, it's like, right, brilliant. She's going to remember that. And then you bring her favourite frappadappuccino in, and then you're memorable. Now, a lot of people joke about this, like Donut Wednesday, bring in coffees. It's like, it's not about the donut or the coffee. It's being the guy, it's being the girl that actually listened to something, remembered it, and then actually managed to give that as a gift. And if you've read into the law of reciprocity, it's a natural inbuilt instinct that we have. When somebody does something for us, we're far more likely to have it wired that we want to do something for them. Now, step 2 isn't going there, it's following it up in writing and ideally sending a calendar invite. Now, that might sound like a really random step, but actually it makes it more professional instantly by getting that calendar invite. Loved speaking with you on the phone, Sally. Don't worry, I've remembered your favourite drink as a caramel frappadappuccino. It'll be there at 11 a.m. next whatever I said, Thursday. I sent you a calendar invite. If you could accept that, really excited to meet you, introduce myself, and hopefully buy some properties in the near future. So suddenly you've got those multiple touch points. And in marketing, we talk about touch points, the 5 to 7. It's the same in sales. The more touch points you have, the more it feels that they know you, because now they know you on the phone, they know you from the calendar invite, they know you from the email, you've mentioned the frappadappuccino that you're going to turn up with. And by the time you're actually meeting Sally face to face, there's been 4 touch points to build that relationship already. Okay, so now we're going to go meet Sally in person, and I think this is really where you can stand out. And no, you don't need to go wearing anything in particular, although have a bit of sense about you. If you're going to go looking like a scruff with your hood up and things like that, yeah, don't expect too much of a positive reaction. But nor do you need to go in a 3-piece suit to do business with anyone anymore, right? So what I mean by that is, if you think about the mindset of an agent, they have to work with bullshitters all the time. Like, yeah, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. And then they finally accept an offer. Then you don't get proof of funds and they do a run and all of that. So don't be that person. So the more prepared you can be in advance, the better. And some of you might go, yeah, but what if I don't have the funds? And what if I don't have an investor line up? Well, then don't be talking to estate agents in a significant way. Don't waste their time. And if you've been on a course where they've said, yeah, go and find great properties and the money will come, that is bullshit. It's stupid logic. Instead, you find the investor first, but that's not the video for it. So if you're going to go in, I would go in with a folio. I'd go in with some examples of deals that I've found online, whether it's with them or somebody else. I'd go with analyzers showing how I'm breaking down my figures. I'd go with proof of funds, proof of ID, and proof of solicitors. If it's not you buying, it's somebody else, you can show their details. And it shows how professional you are, how lined up you are, because you've got everything for them before they've even asked for it. And most people, by the way, will waste their time for a couple of months, finally get or not waste their time, use their time for a couple of months and then get requested for that information. Whereas you are going in day one with that, which shows a much higher level of professionalism to start the relationship off. Now, when you're meeting them, it's a conversation. Honestly, this is like, oh my God, what if they say this? Oh my God, what if this happens? What if this happens? And it's like, no, you're just having a conversation. Again, you have to bear in mind, while Sally is great, Sally's going to be able to work with you and make you a load of money, you're also going to be able to make Sally make money, get her commissions. You have to bear in mind, a majority of estate agents model, they don't actually make money until the property's sold. And so if you are an investor or you are representing investors as a deal packager, then you're able to help them make money. So it is a win-win situation, all right? And you really want to tap into that. So it's having a conversation, it's building a relationship, having a bit of a laugh. And then I just ask a couple of simple questions. Say, Sally, you probably worked with some amazing buyers in the past and some really poor ones, just so I can understand from your perspective, what makes a great buyer for you and what makes a bit of a shitty one. And honestly, it might be slightly different for each person, but take notes, because if Sally likes receiving offers in a certain way, and that's going to make Sally work with you or increase the odds, then I'm going to do it the way Sally likes it. Especially at the start of my journey, where I don't have the power of going, listen, I'm buying 30 to 50 a month, okay? It's, I'm going to buy 4 or 5 in my first year. What do you want to see from me? Because ultimately, it's for you to prove to Sally your worth. She's got everyone else to talk to, all right? Secondly, I really like laying down how I like working. So Sally, first of all, in terms of criteria, this is what I'm looking for. 2 to 4 bed houses. Really, I'm looking between the purchase price of 100 and 150,000. They need to be houses, so they're freehold. I don't really like leasehold properties. And I don't mind doing a refurb, anything up to 15,000 and in these postcodes. So that's just an example, but it's like, the more specific you are, the more likely it is you're going to get a phone from Sally going, hey, Jamie, I've got something for you. The worst thing you could turn up on is their email list. That is like the graveyard for estate agents. You're just one of thousands now. I want to be on their black book, if you like. And the way you're going to do that, I'm going to say black book because there is no fucking black book, by the way, despite what everyone says. It's just you want a good enough relationship where Sally gets what you're looking for and she believes you are somebody that can move forward. That's it. If Sally has an opportunity that looks like what you've communicated and she thinks you're serious about moving forward, which obviously the proof will come in time, then she's going to fucking pick up the phone to you. If she thinks you're like everyone else, just chatting shit and giving nothing in there, then she ain't going to help you, all right? So you got to get that under wraps. Next, I'm going to come back, I'm going to send an email and just say, hey, Sally, really thought it was great meeting you. And the next thing is, I'm going to try and get a mobile number and just say, hey, Sally, do you have a direct mobile that I can get you on? Just so I can sort of shoot you a WhatsApp when something comes up, or is there a better way of contacting you? Now, the reason I like that is it could be a bit too direct, depending on your relationship at that point, to get her mobile number. However, it is the aim to get the mobile number. If I've got it, what I'm going to do on the drive back, voice note her, pull over, be safe, people. I'm going to voice note her and just say, hey, Sally, just wanted to say it was really great meeting you. Hope you enjoyed the caramel frappadappuccino. I'll have a look online as you suggested on this. I'll send you an email of anything when I get back. But again, I just wanted to say how grateful I was for your time. I imagine you're really busy, and I really appreciate you investing your time with me. All the best. Really look forward to working with you. Again, it's just another touch point. So we're on touch point number 5 already. Then I'm going to be going back, and before I finish for the day, I'm going to be sending an email showing my appreciation. Look forward to having another frappadappuccino. Just a reminder, here's what I'm looking for. And just so you can add it to your file, Sally, here's my proof of funds. Here's everything that I've got so that we can move forward. Now, you might think that's it, we're done. That's like 17 billion touch points. Surely we've got the relationship. Well, you are 99% ahead of everyone else, but there's more you can do. I would say for the next 3 months, harassment level. Don't harass people, but harass them. So what we're going to do through this is every single Monday, and I mean every single Monday, I'm going to be calling Sally. Hi, Sally, just checking in with you. Just wanted to check if you got anything on this, blah, 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 blah. Now, do this in a comical way. Like, it's almost like an engaged way. Don't be fucking weird, all right? If Sally's like, Jamie, stop calling me. I've told you I've sent it. No worries, Sally, I will call you tomorrow. Don't be fucking weird. But if it's Sally, and go, Sally, it's Jamie. I know what you're going to say. I don't have anything, Jamie, but I promised myself for the next 12 weeks, I'm going to check. And I tell them up front, I'm going to call you every week. And I know it's going to be weird. I know you're going to get annoyed at me. Who knows? You might just call me and go, Jamie, I've got nothing, right? And I'm just telling them up front, I'll have a laugh about it. The reason for it, by the way, because you might think, fucking hell, they said they'd call you. It's like, yeah, but you are one of many people every single day that is bothering Sally. I want to be at the top of the head. You'll be shocked how many times this happens where Sally calls me. Say I call people from 10 a.m. Sally calls me at 9:50. I thought I'd call you first. I don't have anything, Jamie. Fair enough. I'll call you next Monday. Ugh. And you'll be shocked how often Sally then calls me and goes, Jamie, I've got something for you. Do you think that would have happened if I would have not done that? No. Now find your level. Like, I like calling people and I can take the piss and have a laugh and a bit of banter. If you have a fucking face for the radio and a voice for the newspaper, think of a different way of fucking communicating, all right? So you can have a laugh with people, build that up, and then I dial it back. If after that I've not got anything, maybe it's every couple of weeks, maybe once a month. But even now, on a monthly basis, I will be sending an email out to my key contacts. Hey, just touching base, let me know if you've got anything. And if I don't get a response from them, I'll follow them up the next day. So everyone that works with me is programmed to work in a certain way, and they know that I mean business. So if anything does come up, then that will happen and we will do business with each other and make money. Now look, I wanted to do a sort of more immersive experience in this video, and if you did get value but you're ready to take this to the next level, maybe you do want to learn these negotiation skills, how to negotiate the best deals, how to build relationships, how to find them on way more of a deeper level, and you're ready to back yourself and invest in your education, put education in the comments right now. I'd love to have a chat with you. It'll be myself or one of my team. It was completely free, one-to-one strategy session, just to find out where you're at, where you want to get to, and if we can help you on your journey in 2024. That is only if you are ready to take action and really back yourself. By the way, if you did get value from this video and you like this style of video where it's a bit more relaxed, giving you more info, please do let me know in the comments. I want to do this for you guys. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and the notification bell, smash that like button, and remember, the money is in the follow-up.